Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing with you all of the curriculum that my daughter and I are doing together for the 2026 school year. She will be in 4th grade this year. So this is everything that her and I will complete as far as full curriculum goes. Now, there are a couple of fun little things that we'll do. I'll of course have read alouds, that'll be separate. And then I do want to work on a basket or just some kind of rotation of things that her and I will work through, but that will come at a later date. Today, this is actual full curriculum that we will be using together. And then next week, I will have a detailed video on what she will be using independently. So first things first, I want to talk to you guys about our science. So if you watched my curriculum haul, you will know that we are actually going to be using Apologia Earth Science. I am so excited about this. I think just having a full year of really learning earth science will be so incredibly helpful. There's probably going to be plenty of information in here that my daughter already knows, just from various unit studies that we have done and just other things that we have learned. But I think just taking a whole year and really diving deep into earth science is going to be super fun. I got this for her, and it just has the corresponding notebook pages and crafts and things to go with each of those lessons that we will do. Now, another thing, this came from Nature's Workshop Plus. That is the name of the company, and it gives you an index of all of the things that they provide for you with the lesson that it correlates with. And then on the back, it gives you items that you will need to have. It is so minimal. Most of the things are things that you are just going to have: mixing bowls, spoon, water. There are a few things you may have to grab. Maybe you need to grab some flour. Maybe you need to grab an extra egg, but very minimal because they do it all for you, y'all, even by lesson. So it tells you what's in there and then what lesson it correlates with all together in a bag. Just, is that not the best thing? I was so excited when I found this. It tells me exactly what goes where and packages it. I don't even have to think about it. I can just tell my daughter, go get our bin, get out what we need, the bag for lesson 7 that we're doing today, and she is going to love it. She's going to love having all of these things. And I love the crafts and I love the experiments. I just don't love having to get all of the extra supplies, sort it all out, figure out what goes where, and making sure all of that is ready to go the night before. And if it's not all together, then you're scrambling at the last minute. I feel like it breaks up the rhythm. I think this is going to really make our science this year just that much more over the top, especially with earth science, because there's so many fun things that you can do. So absolutely looking forward to science this year. Friends, I must tell you, I have not quite solved the spelling debate. I don't think. The spelling debacle. If you have been around, you know that I just am really struggling with spelling. You guys have done a really good job of giving me a lot of curriculums to look at, a lot of options. The thing is, I don't have anywhere to go to look at these curriculums. I need them in the next couple of weeks. And I don't want to just purchase things and then not really know if it's going to work for us. So I have found one thing here that I think we're going to start the year off with. Let's see how it goes. If it's just not doing what we need it to do, I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get all about spelling. It is a really solid, really great curriculum. It's just so many things we don't need that are included. But there's a lot about it that we really love and that we've really enjoyed. So I don't know. So for now, I have Evan Moore spelling grade 3. Now, I think grade 3 is probably a little too low. I probably should have gone grade 4. I don't know. Okay, so we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna try. So I have spelling skills here, And it's just a simple workbook. And I think this might actually be helpful because that was one of the things with All About Spelling was there was too much. And so I think this just being like a simple, straightforward practicing spelling, I think we can just roll right through it. Again, I don't know. We'll see. So I have this one, which I guess is the teacher's guide or like the teacher's book. And then I have the student practice book, which is exactly the same as this one. So I don't really know why I needed both of them. They came together. Or maybe you could have gotten this one, but I didn't realize it was the same. So you don't actually need both. You probably could just have this one and copy them. And then you could use this for future kids. But nonetheless, we're just going to go with it, see what happens. And like I said, if I need to, then I will just get All About Spelling and we will just go through and make the adjustments and the changes that we did last year, and that will be okay. And that's just how that's going to go. Next up in kind of the language arts category that her and I will be working on together is, of course, easy grammar. I love easy grammar and she loved easy grammar. So of course we're moving on to grade 4 this year. This is the teacher's book. So it is very big. There's like all of the things are in here, all of the practice pages, all of the quizzes, all of the tests, all of the instructions. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's phenomenal. I really love it because it is just straightforward. It's just easy grammar. I do actually like having the quizzes and tests because it gives me a good check-in point, and my daughter loves it. She loves being tested. So I don't know, I guess she likes to also check in, see how she's doing, test her skills. So all of that is included in this. So I will work out of the teacher's book. And then also for her, she has the student workbook. There's no pictures. There's no long explanations. There's no, like, it doesn't give you a script to follow. For some people, like us, that is phenomenal. I don't want a script because it's too much. I don't want to have to sit there and read. But for some people, that is not helpful at all, and you really prefer to have a script. So it is important to know that this doesn't really come with it. In the teacher's guide, if there is something that the teacher needs to know, be aware of, maybe some tips or something like that, it will offer that to you, but there is not like a daily script that you read from. And then there is the dailygrams. They pair extremely well together, but you don't have to have them together. You do want to have these, right? This is going to be the main part of your lesson. This is the bulk of what you want. But the dailygrams is really great because this is just extra practice and a little bit of a review from what we've learned previous years and things like that. So yeah, I am excited and looking forward to working on this together again this year. And then of course, lastly, I have BiblioPlan. This year, we are going to be working through Ancients in BiblioPlan. Very excited about it. This was very overwhelming when it came in the mail. I ordered everything that it suggested, and it ended up being quite a few books. I don't think I realized just how many books. And I got them in the mail and was like, wow, Kristen, what have you done? That's a lot of stuff to do. That's a lot to go through. You probably just messed up. But as it turns out, most of these are really just extras, and it's just meant to be a tool, okay? We have to remember that with our curriculums. These are all just meant to be tools. So first up is the Lesson Plans Plus. If you do nothing else, you have to buy this plus a spine. Your spine is going to be either Remember the Days, which is for kindergarten through 6th grade, or I don't remember what the middle school, high school name book is, like textbook. It has a different name. You have to have these two, okay? Everything else I show you is just simply extra. In your Lesson Plans Plus, this is where you're going to find your read aloud book recommendations, your movie recommendations, your independent reader recommendations, your hands-on activity recommendations, your schedules, just a bunch of different things, lots of good information in here. Again, This looks very overwhelming, but it's actually not. These are just meant to be like, these are options. I will tell you, my friend Katie over at Life in the Mundane and Wendy at Plan Prep Pray, they both have used BiblioPlan, and they have some really phenomenal videos on their channel, really walking you through like how it works, how they utilize them in their homeschool, all of that kind of stuff. So if you need more information on that, go check out their channels. I will have them linked below because they're really going to be able to walk you through it a little bit better than I am, because I ain't used it yet. So lesson plans, plus you want to have this one, and then this is your textbook. So like I mentioned, this is for kindergarten through 6th grade. This is what you would use to read through for all of those kind of age ranges. One other thing maybe that would just be a really good extra, if you just wanted one extra thing, would maybe be this discussion guide. You could do that. So you could read the lesson, go through just the discussion guide. It is broken up between what you would ask your younger students versus things that maybe you would ask your older students. Consider the Years. That's right. Consider the Years is the older textbook. And so when you're looking through your discussion questions, here it will say CTY only. That's Consider the Years only. So those are questions obviously for your older students. So this would be a really great additional purchase if you wanted that. Also, another really good option, hands-on ancient history. This is literally the crafts, the food, the fun. That's all this is. There's pictures, there's supply lists, there's a little extra information, how to put the things together, all of that kind of stuff. So this is all just the extra hands-on things. Then we have our timeline. I don't want to make my own timeline, quite frankly. So I'm just going to use this one. It is literally cut and paste, okay? All of your things are back here. You cut them out and you put them at the beginning. It's wonderful. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. But if you want to, it is an option. And then the last thing that I have is just a maps. So same thing. You don't have to have this, but it is a good little extra thing to have. And I don't have to try and come up with them on my own and make them. That is all of the curriculum so far that we are going to be doing together. That's like the meat and bones of it. There will be a few things sprinkled in here and there. Like I said, I want to do some kind of basket situation that we rotate through. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that looks like, but for now, this is what we have, and that is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.